Okay, guys. So this is our first video, and our first lesson will be about algebra. Um, so I know it's a little bit different in terms of our dynamics of learning. So bear with me. It's still pretty new to me as well. And yeah. So I'm gonna share my screen with you right now. Hopefully you can get it. Yep. So just to recap on our learning environment. So all my notes and work will be uploaded on Compass. As for this lesson, to access that, we would jump on Compass and click onto our subject. Now, here is where our lesson will be. So the learning intention is to start our topic in algebra, to start our topic on algebra. Oops, so I'm just going to edit that. And obviously the success criteria: successfully understand how to identify algebraic terms and apply substitution techniques to algebraic expressions and equations. So into the description, this is the bulk of the notes. So the coefficient of a term, if you like, is the big number in front of the letter. For example, see here, minus 3x. That -3 is what you call the coefficient. And the letter X is what we call a pronumeral, or otherwise known as variable. So why is it called a variable? Because it could be anything, any number. So that's why they call it a variable. Also in algebra, a term, the word term is very important. That is either, the definition there, is either a single number or variable, or numbers and variables multiplied together. Again, terms are separated by plus or minus, and sometimes even divide. Okay, so for example, down here again, oops, I put an example there. EG2, EG1, what I do there? So yeah, so 5x plus 5y minus 6z. In this equation, obviously the 5x is one term. The 5y is another term. Why? Because it's separated by either a plus or a minus or a divide. In this case, we don't have it. So 5x is 1, 5y is 1, and -6z is 1. Okay? For example, here, the 5x, there's nothing in front of it, but we also assume that it is a positive. Okay? So in this expression, there are three terms. For the x variable, the coefficient is 5, that number there. For the variable y, the coefficient is also 5 because of that number there. And for the term of z, or variable z, the coefficient is -6 or -6. Okay. Moving on to substitution. Now, in algebra, we have many different types of equations or expressions. Correct. This is the equation, and we have numbers or variables that have numbers assigned to them, and they may be put into an equation. So, for example, here we have the equation y equals AB, which means A times B. And if A equals 5 and B equals 4, find the value of y, which is that. So y equals. So what we do is we replace those letters with the numbers assigned here. Okay. So we know that y equals A times B, and we know that from here the A is 5, there you go. The B is 4, there you go. And then we simply just ask ourselves, what is 5 times 4? 5 times 4 is 20, so therefore y equals 20. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. If you have any problems, just go back to the start of the video and just re-watch it. If you still don't know what you're doing or you don't understand, shoot me an email, and yeah, and I will try to answer them as best as I can. With the exercises for this lesson, it is exercise 3.2. You will be able to find it on page 46 and 47 of the textbook, and we actually do have a copy of it in resources under the class folder. And these are the questions that I would like you to do, and as always that I have expressed to you guys, anything not completed during school time will need to be done in your own time. So, oh, hi, Miss Baker. Yeah.
Hello.
So, what you do is go to resources, and then there you go. Maths Quest 9 is obviously what we want, and you can click that and download that, but I'll let you do that in your own time. So just recapping, go back to the dashboard, lesson plan is there, and our questions that I would like you to do is at the bottom there, and I'll see you in the next video.